Yes, we are live. Welcome, everyone. This is Yogi Speaks live session 26. Thank you so much for all your participation and your beautiful questions. So, first question here comes from Binu sir. Namaste, Guruji. Does Ayurveda indicate that all organs in a human body are connected to the palms of the hands and soles of the feet through nadis? If so, can you explain how the palms of the hands and soles of the feet used to heal these organs?
Namaste all. Yeah, it's a good question. Ayurveda consider the body as an integral part of the universe. It's like one drop of water, how it is connected to the infinite ocean. Same way, if we consider the whole universe as a cosmic ocean, we all are a drop of water. Then, in that drop of water, the universe is manifesting. And regarding the question, our health is managed or maintained through the nerve currents. Nadi Samvedana. There is no English word for nadi. Similar word is, which is not exact, but similar word is nerve. Explaining the Marma Shastra, it's like different points on palms and feet. By triggering these points, we can influence our inner vital organs. From this Marma Shastra, you might have heard about acupressure. In Chinese tradition, acupressure and acupuncture developed from this Marma Shastra. Again, this vital point is called as Marma. You know why? From where this word Marma developed. Mana, when our mind is manifesting through the body, through the muscles, there will be certain whirlpools in our pranic flow. When a certain whirlpool is evolved over there, a whirling action is happening, there will be a minute sound, a murmur. From that murmur, actually the mind is making the sound is called murmur. It is not visible in our tangible body, but it is very much present in our pranic body. As you know, Ayurveda is always focusing on 5 koshas, Panja Kosha Siddhanta. Annamaya Kosham, body made of solid material. Pranamaya Kosham, body made of energy, nadis. Then Manomaya Kosham, body made of mind, mental body. Then Vijnanamaya Kosham, the intellectual body. The 5th is Anandamaya Kosham, the body of bliss, eternal happiness. So these are the 5 koshas, shades of the Ayurveda Siddhanta. In that level, the energy points, the murmurs are existing in this second layer, Pranamaya Kosham, the energy body. But there are certain specific locations in our system through which, or by triggering that point, we can influence our vital organs. That is what is called Marma Shastra. Just for example, I can tell you, if you are trapped in a forest and it's very cold, you don't have any means to warm up, and you are a bit scared of being frozen, what you will do naturally? You will start rubbing the hands fast. You like that, you will do that. You will exhale the air and you will keep rubbing the hands. It's a natural impulse. When we rub the hands each other, there will be a heat, bioheat generated in the body especially on palms, then based on that heat, certain marmas, vital points will be triggered, heated. Based on that, the concerned energy points in the brain will be heated. So the temperature can be maintained. It's a natural impulse for not being frozen. So this is the visible example. So once we study that vital points in detail, that is what is called Marma Shastra. Yes, Ayurveda has a very significant care about this Marma Shastra or Marma activation.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question comes from Lomas sir. His question is, what is the ultimate truth of existence?
Ultimate truth of existence. The life itself is the truth of existence. See, these are all our intellectual exercise. How you think that I am alive? Because life itself is the truth. Then that is the proof. So if you want to know the secret of your life, and you can call it truth or God or infinity or the ultimate reality, we can label many things. Many labels can be given, but it is beyond our mind. Thousands and thousands of people already had gone through these kind of mental exercises, and they came to know that your mind never understand the reality. If you want to understand the reality, you have to go beyond the limitations of your mind. That's why sage Patanjali very clearly stated that yoga chitta vritti nirodha means if the experience of ultimate reality lies on obliterating the boundaries of your intellect. Nirodha means obliterate. When you do that, yes, you will be exposed to a reality which is beyond explanation. So far, nobody explained what is beyond the intellect. But countless masters experienced that reality which we call infinity or God. So it is very much subject to experience and daily practice.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question comes from Radha Janardhan ma'am. So she asks, how to realize one's potential?
Our real potential can be realized only by observing ourselves. We cannot hear it from outside. If you are hungry, how can you evaluate the intensity of your hunger? Can someone else tell you how serious your hunger is? No way. If you are happy, you should assess yourself. Am I happy or not? No external thing can make you understand how happy you are. So the feelings, emotions, the knowledge about our own self, these are all must be understood through inner observation. In yoga, it's called pratyahara and dharana. Means if you want to realize who you are and to assess yourself, it is called sakshi rupena darshanam in yoga. Sakshi means witness. You be a witness of your inner functions. There, withdraw your organs, your attention from external objects, and try to take it inward, which is called pratyahara. When you withdraw your mind from external objects or subjects, and it can be comfortably fixed in your own body, that is what is called dharana. Dharana means fixing or establishing. When these two process happens, pratyahara and dharana, mind and body, the energy and matter will start merging each other. There, something which is beyond body and mind will be evolved as your realization of your own self. That is what is called self realization. So, the moment we become the witness of our own system, there you will be aware of the real potential. Once we become aware, you will handle it comfortably and effectively.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji. So the next question comes from Lomas sir, and he asks, what happens after death?
There is a way to find out what is after death. There you have to die consciously, not compulsively. If you commit suicide, you don't know what's happening. But if you create a death or a death like situation, you will come to know what will happen after the death. The ultimate aim of yoga is this. Technically, it is called samadhi. Samadhi is a created death. How? When a person is dying, either through 4 ways or 5 ways a person can die. The lack of food can make a person, and can kill a person. Or the lack of air can kill a person. Lack of water can kill a person. Lack of heat can kill a person. But the fifth one is disease. A disease can kill a person. These are the 5 ways usually people are dying. But more than these 5 methods, these are all happening compulsively. You have no control over that. But if you practice pranayama and develop a death-like situation, like somebody is holding your nose and mouth together, it's being blocked, you cannot breathe. After 2.5 minutes, your soul will leave the body. Okay? This is what is explored by our masters. If your body, your system is kept away from food for many days, one day you will die. Due to the lack of food, if the soul start coming out, the process of death start occurring, immediately if you give some food, body cannot regain the life back. Okay? And if you start dying due to dehydration, immediately water is given, body will not absorb it and soul cannot come back. It will leave the body. That is death. If you are frozen, you started dying, then immediately somebody tried to give you some heat. Usually body will not absorb it and it will die. But if somebody blocked your nose and mouth and you become unconscious, then immediately oxygen is given. Yes, you can come back to life. That is the opportunity with the faculty or the process of breath. If you arrest the breath for beyond certain limit, then soul will start coming out, which is called death. Once that process started, then immediately you give air back, then the soul will be reinstalled in the system. When masters recognized this opportunity or this potential, they started practicing the extension of breath, which is called pranayama. Ayama means extension. So consciously, through systematic practice, extend the duration of breath. Gradually, after extension, getting control over that process, stambhana means rest the function. So arrest the oxygen supply for more than 2.5 minutes. Then you can experience how the soul is coming out. You will become a witness, Sakshi. When you start witnessing that, yes, the secret of death will be revealed to you. But when that death process happens compulsively, you are unconscious. You don't know what's happening inside. And your soul is coming out. It is merging into something else. You know nothing about that. That's why nobody knows what is after death. But if you practice meditation, dhyanam, systematically, through years of practice, you will create the death like situation and you will comfortably monitor it. You will become a sakshi, means a witness. When you witness the process of death happening in the body, you will come to know what is after death. That means you are conquering death. Immortality is happening there. So practice it and come to know what is the secret of death.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question from Sonu ma'am. Namaste, Guruji. Just few days back, I saw one of your video from Back Media. I heard your speech, Guruji, and I wonder all my thoughts. So I want to know more about spirituality. And the question is, my son passed away by a bike accident 2022. But before his death, I saw the dreams and some signs about that death. From where my brain got this signs from dream? Please explain.
Okay, formally I can say I'm sorry to hear that. But from a yogic point of view, there is nothing strange. A similar experience I can tell you when I was teaching in Oman. I had a group of children, school children, for my karate class. Among that, around 10 or 12 children were there, and among these children, one girl was there. Her name I forgot. One Sri Lankan girl. Very bright child. That time she was studying in 5th standard. Around 2 years, she attended my karate class. Then in 93 last, I left Oman because I decided to leave material life and I became a monk. I went in search of a guru and I became a sage. Then around 6.5 years later, after that incident, then I got married, and then 1999 I went back to Oman, resumed my classes. Then I wanted to go to that complex where I was teaching karate. I went there, and her name is Avanti. So I went to that complex. It was the staff complex for Diwan of Royal Court. I met these parents and I said, how is Avanti? The moment I asked about the girl, mother started crying. Then father became very serious. Immediately came to know something is wrong. Then after a few minutes, they became normal and they said, Mr. Shiva, she is no more. She had gone. So when I heard that story, it was really strange. After I left, maybe 1 year later, mother said, Avanti started showing some kind of strange behavior. She started, resetting her room. Up to that moment, she was very careless, but that one day she said everything should be kept in order. People will come and they will see my room. And ma'am asked her, why are you expecting people? She said, no, I think people are, my friends are going to come, my teacher will come. After that incident, 1 week later, that girl just fainted in the school, and immediately took her to Royal Hospital, and doctors could do nothing. She died. It was a massive heart attack. Then the mother said, child knew that her friends and teachers are going to visit her home, but child didn't know she was going to die. Actually, she knew that everybody is going to visit her home to condole. So this is a similar experience. What you said is correct. You can feel it. Everything is in our memory. This present life is a plan for actually happening in our subconscious level. Like Lord Shiva has 4 manifestations. First is Kapali, Kapalishwaran. Second is Bhairavan. Third is Rudran. Fourth is Mahadevan. You might have heard about it. Actually, these are the 4 dimensions of our own existence. If you meditate properly, you can take your memory back to your origin. From where you are born, you don't know. But I had gone through this verification. If you rewind your memory through systematic meditation, you can go back to layer by layer. When you come to know you were born as a mollusk, single cell, a zygote in the mother's womb, that was the beginning as a human being. There you developed your first material is your own skull. Who created it? Your consciousness, your will. You created a kapal. Kapal means the skull in the womb of your mother. So that when you reach, your memory is taken back to that level, you are a Kapalishwaran. Ishwar means the light which is revealing things to you. God is nothing but Daivam, light. Dyodi, Diya means light. So once you become aware and knowledgeable about something which was kept as a secret, you are an Ishwar for that dimension. When you come to know the secret of your Kapal, then you are a Kapalishwaran. Okay? Then take the memory back. Beyond that, where were you? You were in a molecular level. It's called a Raudra Tandavam. This manifested world is nothing but bombarding molecules. That cosmic bombardment is symbolized as Maharudra. Rudra means fierce bombardment. When you reach to that level, you are Rudran or Raudra, whatever label you can. Take the memory further back. Then you will come to know in the black hole there was a big bang. Where the energy is focused, when Shakti manifests, there will be a big bang. Mahavisphodan, Bhungar. The moment you come to know how the Visphodan, the explosion, cosmic bang, big bang evolved, you will become Bhairav, the secret of Bhungar. Then you are a Bhairav. Again take your memory back. Then you will establish into the black hole, Mahasankhat, which you know nothing. You know the real color of Lord Shiva? It's coal black. That is symbolizing black hole. So from the black hole, your awareness is coming to a big bang, Bhairav. From Bhairav, you are coming to Rudran, molecular compartment. From the Rudran, you are deciding yourself to come as a human being. You decided to be a human being, and based on that decision, you made your plan. I am going to be born as a woman, as a daughter of these parents. Then you knew that in this particular year, but when I reach to this age, I will deliver a child. Then the child will be having this destiny. Everything you knew. But unfortunately, I cannot say the fortunate or unfortunate, when we come out from the mother's womb, when the umbilical cord is disconnected, when the windpipe is opened, the atmospheric air will be pushed in. Because of that pain, a newborn baby is screaming like anything. Because of that extreme pain, the memory will be taken to the subconscious level. Then, after that moment, the child will open the eyes, smell everything, then the intellect will take over. Then our life is based on external informations, but the inner plans are kept in the subconscious level. That is why when we are in the dream state, certain memories will be taken to the higher level. We feel that this is going to happen because it is our own plan. But unfortunately, our brain intellect cannot understand it. There the confusion comes. So whatever is happening in my life, whether it is labeled as pleasure or pain, gain or loss, heat or cold, black or white, all are my own creation. But the moment I become unaware of that plan, I will be confused. When I become aware of that plan, that confusion is converting into the clarity. So this is what we have to attain through inner observation. I mean, meditation is the only way to find the comfortable answers for all these confusions.
Thank you, Guruji. So, similar question on the same topic. Do we make our own soul plan after death? From Lomas sir.
Yes, even if death has two dimensions. One is Suryayanam, other one is Chandrayanam. Suryayanam means the journey towards light, and Chandrayanam is journey towards darkness. Means if you are trained to withstand the death pain, you will be aware during the time of death. You will not fall asleep. You will not become unconscious. If you are not trained to bear the death pain, when it happens, because of the extreme pain, you will faint. You will fall, into darkness. Then you don't know what's happening. These are the two ways. One is the journey towards light. The other one is journey towards darkness. It's in Buddhism. It's called Mahayanam and Hinayanam. Yana means journey. So, if you want to know what is after death, consciously, if you want to witness it, you practice the samadhi. Samadhi means the death-like situation, you have to create it. If you are not doing that, things will happen as per your wish, but you will not be aware of it. Then beyond that, words are limited. If you want to know what is after death or what is death, in Kathopanishad, the same question was discussed. Nachiketas was inquiring about the secret of death. Finally, Guru, the god of death, Yamadharman, is revealing the secret of death. What is that? Agni Upasana. Heat is the player of change of consciousness or change of state. Like a piece of ice is kharam, solid molecule. But you increase the heat, it will be converted into water. So ice died and water born. Increase the heat, water will be dying and vapor is born. Okay, remove the heat from the vapor, vapor died, water born. Remove again the temperature, water died and ice born. See the state of change due to the change of heat. This is what is extensively discussed in Kathopanishad, which is the best Upanishad which we can read, understand and get into practice to get the answer, experience the answer for this question.
Thank you, Guruji. So that's the end of our session today. Thank you so much for such beautiful questions that all of you are sending to us. So if you would like to have a personal session with Guruji, we have posted the link on the comments, so you can have a personal session for it can be as an individual, or you can also book as a group. Let's say a group of family members or a couple. You're invited to book the session as well. So we will end it here, and we'll get back to you on Wednesday, November 19th, 10:30 a.m. IST. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.